What is going on, guys? In this video, I want to talk to you about some tendencies. I want to talk to you about the tendencies and the interactions between the phases that we've mentioned in the previous section and supply and demand, and how you can basically utilize them to your advantage. Okay, and so to illustrate this, I just want to quickly draw your attention over to the downside of this. We have a strong down move, we have a nice push upwards, and then we return for the second time into this level. Okay, with this being the first time, arguably this could have been the first time, but I'd say this is the good first time. Okay, now once we've got this, once we see what's going on here, and we cut down to our 15-minute, okay, and we look at what the market is doing here, okay, because we see we come down like this, we have this trending, this markdown phase, but then look what happens. We form this consolidation phase right here. And then what happens after our consolidation phase? Well, we have our accumulation, our true accumulation phase. Okay. And that breaks past the highs and the lows of the range, which is exactly what we're anticipating it to do. Okay. And so this right here would be our true accumulation phase. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Where are we? Here we go. Okay, what does that mean? Well, it means that the next thing that we're anticipating will be a trending phase. And then eventually, what do we see? We see that soon after that, we begin the trend. Okay. Very, very shortly after we expand, think about all the people that would have been caught on the wrong side of the market when this initial push was made. And then all of those people who then thought that this was just a pullback and then would look to go short here and then got stopped out. The market will whipsaw. It will do this over and over and over again in order to get people on the wrong side. Now, it's possible the price could have come into this level, consolidated, just faked out to the upside, come down, and then just gone straight back up like that. It's also possible that it would have just gone straight down and then straight back up. It's not so important about whether it does one or the other or whether it does both. They're not really directional. The most important thing is that you understand what it's doing. It's manipulation. Okay, your green box, your accumulation distribution, whatever you want to call it, is the manipulation move. Okay, because after this consolidation, we break that up, down, doesn't really matter. And then eventually we'll go in a certain direction. Okay. And it could be the exact same thing. We could do the exact same thing, expand and then go down. Okay. And that is why on its own, it's not a strategy. But you can see by how by combining these concepts, you can begin to identify, right, okay, what is the market doing here? Okay, if we just had a consolidation phase, you don't want to be drawing a fib like this. Why would you want to do that? Because you know that more than likely, this is going to be the accumulation phase, which means we're bound to get major manipulation moves. And so instead of doing that, you wait for the manipulation to happen and then you get involved in the market. Okay. And whether that be, with more things like this, you wait for the confirmation up here, for example, whatever it is, it doesn't really matter. Okay. But I hope that you can see just these tendencies of how the market will behave. Now, let's look at one more example up here. So on the 1 hour here, so we can see this level here. Now, why have I prioritized this level right here? Well, because overall we were going down. So we were going down overall. Okay. And we can see this very nice bullish move up here before this down move. Now, this would have allowed, institutions to place the rest of their sell positions here. And so when we leave and return, this is something that we can look into. Now, again, if we cut down to our 15-minute, I haven't pre-planned this. I don't know what this looks like. And we look at what's going on here, okay? Now, arguably, you could put this just as your consolidation area, but if we look, this whole area is pretty choppy as it is. Okay, so I'll probably put this as the consolidation area. It doesn't have to be perfect, but what is expected after a consolidation area? If we see one just below the area that we're interested in, well, what does that mean that the next phase is going to be? Manipulation, true distribution. Okay, so what do we see? We see manipulation. Okay, manipulation, grabbing those orders, catching people on the wrong side. And then what happens after that? We transition into the trending phase all the way until down here. Okay, so I hope that you can see how powerful this concept is, because what you're identifying time and time again is you're identifying consolidation, manipulation, trend. Okay, that is what, that is the absolute, it's so fundamental, it's so simple when you actually are able to identify it, and it's just going to help give you such a huge edge in the market. Okay, and so I'm really, really excited for you to actually go away and, you know, begin blending all these concepts together after you've gone through this section. Now, I want to talk to you in the next video, or one of the next videos, about the different market behaviors, specifically, you know, when price does go through a zone, for example. That's going to be one of the main ones, because sometimes, you know, it can be difficult to judge, you know, which zone is going to hold and which zone isn't. Okay, and so that's what I wanted that video to be about. So thank you for watching. I hope this has helped you, and I'll see you on the next video.